Trade is what enables businesses to progress, and without it, businesses cannot go on. It has become a key component in the development process of countries around the world as they strive to transform their society's social, economic landscape and human welfare. Many countries, including Zambia, subscribe to regional economic and trade groupings in order to tap into the trade and market potential of the region. For over 30 years, Zambia has been a member of both the Southern African Development Community, SADC, and the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, and continues to seek tangible benefits for its citizens. Though SADC boasts of a market of around 300 million people in its 15 member countries, COMESA has a bigger market of over 400 million people from its 19 member states. COMESA is the largest economic organization in Africa that strives to promote and attain sustainable economic growth and development among its member states through trade liberalization in a free trade area. The trade area seeks to remove non-tariff barriers, foreign exchange restrictions, import and export quotas, roadblocks, creation of one border stops, easing custom formalities, and extending the operation hours at border posts with regards to the opening and closing times. When Egypt joined the COMESA agreement in 1998, its exports to Africa's COMESA countries increased to over $2 billion United States dollars in 2014, compared to $50 million in 1998. Bilateral trade volume between COMESA's 19 member states has steadily soared from $8 billion in 2004 to over $22 billion in 2014, largely through intra-regional trade in staple foods, among others. It is such gains that COMESA wants to explore and ensure that they trickle down and are replicated at the lowest level of business in the region, cross-border trade.
COMESA in 2009 started designing the simplified trade regime in recognition that quite a lot of trade actually takes place between the borders. This is where the importance of trade was. And this is where trade is also believed to have the highest impact, because the distance between the income that is gained from trade to the beneficiaries is shorter. It's immediate.
Pursuant to this, the Cross-Border Traders Association, CBTA, was formed in 1998 and ratified in 1999 in Nairobi, Kenya, by COMESA heads of states and government to enhance cross-border trade. The Zambian chapter of CBTA has rapidly developed, commanding a strong membership of over 46,000 cross-border traders in 31 branches spread across the country. The CBTA wants cross-border trading to be formalized in order for it to make meaningful contribution to the country's national economic development.
In a situation where Zambians are not accorded a fair playing ground when they cross over to other neighbouring member states. And this issue has been brought to the attention of the Zambian government, and we've also been made to the attention of the COMESA Secretariat. But you may also be aware that we are surrounded by neighboring countries. Some of them are not member states to COMESA. Yeah. So these are the issues that we now appealing to government to find a way of addressing them. In fact, one of them is the sensitization programs that we have embarked.
It is at the border points that cross-border trading is regarded by some people as an illegal business activity, while others describing it as smuggling of goods. This perception of cross-border trading being illegal has long been justified by the actions of cross-border traders when they dodge government tax and revenue authorities as they haul their goods through undesignated and illegal paths, as well as across rivers, meandering to safety with the aim of evading tax. Realizing the important role information plays in trade in the informal sector, the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry, in collaboration with the CBTA, conducted a series of sensitization meetings on the establishment and benefits of trade information desks across the country. Trade information desks are structures positioned at border points to provide key information to cross-border traders on trade opportunities available in neighboring countries. Interestingly, the trade information desks will act as data banks to capture trade statistics that will help government plan trade activities and respond accordingly to prevailing trade concerns. Nakonde district in Muchinga province, which borders Tunduma in Tanzania, is one of the country's busiest border points and is viewed as the most porous. During a sensitization meeting in the area, Nakonde District Commissioner points out the unbalanced trade between Tanzania and Zambia.
A lot of imbalanced trading in Nakonde, like somebody alluded to. We have Tanzanians going up to as far as the Mbala turnoff or even exceed that area, while us Zambians do not even step an inch at the so-called no man's land.
And the traders in Nakonde district appreciated the lessons drawn from the sensitizations.
When I director wa CBTU, when I tulitotera bantu twali mu bushuku twatwayishe fya kutira kuti twabomba na business nomba twayiruka n'abatusambirije efintu efingi
imbi nasanga di smuggling teya kwata profit nomba nasango kwebati ngakubo mfinishirishe twasambirira nasango kutira I will make my profit. The idea is really cool. I like the idea, and I'm sure it will help these small-scale traders as having an association which will assist them in doing their business.
Government is setting up various interventions to address the challenges posed by the trade imbalance and unregulated cross-border trade.
Of the Cross-Border Traders Association into this trade initiative is coming in handy for us as government because it will supplement efforts of the government. As you are aware, the manpower available in the borders, including stakeholders themselves, private sector or government agencies, is not enough. So the initiative they brought in is going to be given maximum support by the government, and we believe that it's the first step in the right direction, where we are going to have at least complementary staff over our government agencies to support efforts of policing and monitoring the border areas, and indeed try to reduce the imbalances which are existing right now at the borders.
Mpulungu in Northern Province is Zambia's only port city. It is the country's gateway to East Africa through the waters of Lake Tanganyika. In spite of being an agricultural area, the district has immense potential to be a thriving harbour town. Here, the CBTA has established a presence to service the large number of cross-border traders plying their trade with the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, Burundi, and Rwanda. The CBTA also held sensitizations in the Luangwa district, nearly 400 kilometers from the capital city, Lusaka. This rural district is viewed as a sleeping giant. Despite the untapped tourism potential of the district, the Feira confluence, where the Zambezi and the Luangwa rivers meet, offers a source of living for many Luangwa residents, such as fishing, water transportation, and cross-border trade. The fish is bought from the hinterland river areas of Mozambique and transported to Lusaka and Kasumbalesa on the border with Zambia into DRC. But it comes with a great cost: rampant smuggling. When the Cross-Border Traders Association rode into Luangwa district to sensitize the traders on the benefits of trade information desks, the traders remained resolute about smuggling.
Yamene tichita smuggler kuno ni problem yakuti mitengo zamene batichaja ise tuma business tung'ono 5,000 kwacha lero siningaende nayo kunsomba ku Mozambique because vamene bazani charge ni vambiri vakuti ni zaoda nsomba za 2,000 kwacha muli 5,000 so palibe vamene vili vonse vamene timapezamo. That's why smuggle iliko kuno tichita smuggle katundu andi batigwira zoona na kulipira ndalama zambiri.
Recognizing that trade affects many fronts, government and the CBTA engaged the local traditional leaders, cross-border traders, and other stakeholders, including custom officials from Mozambique, to a sensitization meeting on the establishment of a trade information desk in the Luangwa district. The European Union is convinced that trade information desks are landmark steps in trade facilitation and that Zambia is on the right path to enhance trade with neighboring countries at micro level through small-scale traders. The belief stems from lessons learned from regional integration garnered from over 50 years of experience.
Ministry working closely with other government departments and the Customs Authority have scored tremendous achievements in the area of trade facilitation. So what we are witnessing today is just yet another landmark, or should I say another step in the right direction for trade facilitation and enhancing specifically trade for small-scale cross-border traders. So what we are witnessing today is in line with the European Union's strong belief in regional integration.
Government is certain that the introduction of trade information desks will help curb smuggling and corruption at border points across the country. Launching the Luangwa Trade Information Desk, Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry Permanent Secretary said there was no need for cross-border traders to engage in smuggling.
Introducing a trade information desk will also reduce the incidences of corruption, because through this desk you will have all the information that you need. You will know all the fees that you're supposed to pay. So no one will be able to cheat you, or no one will be able to intimidate you and to tell you that this is what you need to do or this is what you need to pay in order to cross the border. The information will be available in a transparent manner, to be readily available, so you do not need to get any third-party information that may result in smuggling or in corrupt practices. It will also result in, I think, the reduction of the harassment of the traders across the borders, especially, we think our women traders.
One of the key fruits of trade agreements with other regional countries is a simplified trade regime under COMESA, which enables small traders to engage in international trade of up to $2,000 United States without experiencing complications. Luangwa District Commissioner believes that his district can become a trade hub due to its easy access to markets in Mozambique and Zimbabwe.
Where we are bordering Zimbabwe and also we are bordering Mozambique. This therefore means that the traders of Luangwa district are going to have a lot of information on the items that they need to trade in. It will help them because they will know. You know, there are certain items which are duty-free. This can only be known through such an office. So this will help our traders to know which goods can easily be transported to the other country without paying a lot of money in terms of taxes and the other.
COMESA, which has funded the establishment of trade information desks in Zambia with assistance from the EU, firmly believes that the setting up of trade information desks will provide the much-needed information for people to engage in trade and improve their livelihoods and socio-economic environment.
As COMESA, issues of trade information desks are very important because one thing that has been realized for a long time is that cross-border trade is actually composing a significant component of trade for most of the countries in the region. And Zambia is no exception. You know, of course, to say that there has been a focus on borders like the Kasumbalesa border post, you've got Nakonde, and also Chirundu and Kariba. But it's been recognized to say that even other border posts like Luangwa, which is strategically located between Mozambique, Zimbabwe and Zambia, is actually very important.
With financial support from the EU, COMESA has already helped in setting up trade information desks in Chipata, Chirundu, Kariba, Kasumbalesa, Livingstone, Luangwa, Mokambo, and Nakonde border points. The EU further believes that fair and conducive trading environment are cardinal to spur socio-economic development.
We believe that a fair and conducive trading environment for both large and small-scale traders is important to support development that is socially, economically, and environmentally sustainable. It offers market access to often marginalized producers on terms that support sustainable livelihood.
The establishment of the Trade Information Desk at Luangwa has given CBTA reason to dream big of accessing a larger market, such as the Continental Free Trade Area, that offers a trade market of over 1.2 billion people from Africa's 55 countries.
It is through these supportive measures which have resulted from our members starting recognizing the role in moving trade volumes of significant aggregate and impact in poverty reduction and improved livelihood. Our association is looking forward to the call starting in 2018 in building not only our CBTA Zambia chapter, but the CBTAs in intra-trade harmonization.
In the eyes of traders and fishmongers, the Trade Information Desk will help them engage in lawful trade practices.
Ndifokondwa chifukwa tizwa kuti zogulisa zathu zizaenda bwino, ntchito ya malonda yathu izapepuka, makamaka kwakuti tizakhala ozindikira ndi kumvesa kwenikweni ndondomeko zofunikira pa malonda.
Programu ya Get Away yazachepa chifukwa cha building imene yabwera pano office yathu.
Indeed, trade information desks may just be the perfect conduit for enhancing cross-border trade between Zambia and her neighbors, as well as cementing cross-border trade in the COMESA region. After all, COMESA's vision and mission of regional integration is a reality for cross-border traders plying their trade across the various frontiers of the 19 countries they traverse, doing what they know best to improve their livelihood and welfare.